when we think about levels of work and we think about where it starts, we start with quality, what we call quality work, which we in our business would always see as the bedrock of our business. Without quality being right, we have no business. And why do I say that? I say that because ultimately what we are based on is being brewers who brew really good beer that is of a high standard and high quality wherever you get it. And to do that is actually very, very difficult. It requires focus on not just the person brewing the beer, paying attention to quality. It requires everybody, the person who buys the raw materials, focusing on the quality of the raw materials that we purchase, and raising the quality of that in some way by working with with the people who are supplying it, if it's not of the right quality. So it's that ability to focus on that kind of detail, something like, is the barley good enough? Or focusing on each of the processes that are used to make to actually get to brewing the beer, that each one of those is done with someone paying the right attention to it, that it's done right, for example, would be an example of what we mean by quality. And this has been so important to us that if you think about people operating at senior management level, for them it is so important that they have actually made sure that wherever they go, they talk about quality, and that they put in place special rewards and special awards for quality, so that so things like cleanliness cleanliness gets rewarded. Who's got the cleanest brewery competition, for example, as well as obviously the most obvious ones that you see all the time, where those particular awards that we compete in for the best quality beer in terms of taste. So although the quality is the bedrock of everything. And the interesting thing is that although I've talked about quality as the people doing it have to be thoroughly excited about getting it absolutely right when they do it, at the same time, as if you are managing people who do that, you have got to be excited about it as well, and be aware of that as well, and pay attention to it as well. Not that you're doing it, but that you're valuing what is being done by that person who's doing the quality work. And that I've used brewing as the example, but you could apply it to almost anything. You can always get down to the bedrock of work is the actual work being done by the people who've got to produce something tangible, whether it is flying an aeroplane correctly, driving your trucks so that they don't have accidents, whether it is brewing the beer, whether it is sending out invoices. That's what I would see as the essence of quality work.